Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa, here in Sipper Green Tea City. Thank you very much for joining me. Well, you may be noticing some weird things going on with the lights and with the shadows and with our city. Here we go, the shadows are getting longer, the sun is setting. Ah, look at that. It'll soon be daytime again, don't worry. I've added some new mods to my mod collection. I found a video, which I will link in the description below, which helps you to make your city look amazing. I need to try and find it, and I'll tell you. What I'll do is I'll link it below, and then how to make Cities Skyline look realistic. Apologies if this suddenly makes a noise in the background. There we go. By Prez, P-R-E-S. How to make Cities Skyline look realistic. And he lists a load of mods that you can download from the Steam Workshop and add to your city. And just one or two of them, the second I logged into the city, I was like, oh my goodness, everything's so much sharper, so much clearer. And it really does look amazing. And I've also got this mod skipping through the day-night cycle. Let's just fly over here. We'll just pause the game a sec. Just, you know, because normally what I do, if I want to do a picture of a day-night cycle, I have to wait. And I don't know why I didn't find a mod that can do it for you. And then, you know, you can speed this up super quick and then just pause the game and you get your day-night cycle. And I was having to wait for it to go through the game and all that sort of thing. But also lots of other mods that can change all sorts of things. If we perhaps come out of this view and just pause the game a second. So Shift-U gives us ultimate eye candy. So we can change the time of day ourselves, or we can have it run through. If we speed this up. Is that all the way? 128? And unpause the game. There we go. It'll scroll through the speed. And you can change whereabouts in the world you are. Longitude, longitude and latitude. This will let you do other things like turn the weather on and off, change the LUTs that you're using without restarting your game. But that's that one. This isn't a mod review or anything, so I'm only going to show you the barest of details that we've got on here. I always use dynamic resolution as well, although I do sort of change that depending on what I'm doing. That never gives you the right FPS, but yeah, that really makes a big difference into what as to what the game looks like. We've got a few deaths around here. We need to check that. I've also got, here we go, post-process FX. I've just added this one. And I think this is the one that might be making a big difference to the game. I don't know, there's a lot of settings on here, which I haven't played with yet. But I am going to go through and have a look at these. There's loads of things on there, and I'm going to fiddle with all of that. I've also got this one, Sun Shafts, although I can't get that one working just yet. But I'm going to have a play around with that. Or maybe when you sort of get into nighttime like this, if I put the intensity up, no, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Where's the sun? Let's do it like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're getting sun shafts. So if maybe we sort of go down here a bit, try and get, yeah, there we go. Sort of get sun shafts through the building like that, so we can, let's go like that. Height. Oh, yeah, I see. That is very nice. So what we would do is go down like this with our camera and sort of look up through the buildings, and you can get some cool-looking sun shaft effects for your screenshots. That obviously needs a bit of fiddling around, but there we go. I'm going to turn those off for now. Excellent. So that was F8. That was F9. That was F10. And that was Shift-U. So there we go. All sorts of things going on. I'm going to turn off the... there's a way to turn this off. If I set that to sort of... I quite like a bit of shadow, actually, while we're working. If I set that to that and set that to paused, we get a nice bit of shadow. There we go. While we're working. Maybe just a tiny bit more. There we go. A little bit of shadow to the city. And I'm thinking that's looking nice. There's a lot of death going on, isn't there, at the moment? Maybe we'll try and fix that before we dive into anything else. I've also got the Toggleable Whiteness Mod added. And I've also got a mod that gives me a list of all the mods that I'm using so I can give them to you. So I'm going to put that in the description as well. I didn't think there was an easy way to do it. Is that not switching between one and the other? There we go. Got to do it this way. I didn't think there was an easy way to do it, but apparently there is. Death care, we've got plenty of space. I'll tell you what's probably happening is cemeteries somewhere are probably filled up and we can't find them. And they're yeah, that's what's happening. Let's have a quick look around. So that one will be okay. There'll be some cemeteries somewhere that are filled up and we've got to empty them. That'll be okay. I keep saying cemeteries. Yeah, I mean cemeteries. That's okay. I've got plenty of crematoriums around. But today I wanted to work on... Oh, there's nothing covering this area at all. Oh, there we go. What's down there? What's that one? Cryopreservatory. Okay, no, don't need that one. Death care. And I found one yesterday while I was doing some screenshots. There we go, this one here. No more rooms. Let's get that one emptied. And I'm also going to put alongside that one of these. Can I just sort of add an additional... We've got this sort of park thing going on here. Let's grab this 2-lane gravel road, which I think is this. And I'm going to extend that just a tiny bit into that park. And then I'm going to add one of these onto the side. There we go. So that'll help in that area. But yeah, I'm glad to get some of these mods going. I was a bit worried that some of them were going to break my game, but we seem to be okay so far. I think that one is emptying. Yep. So I'll tell you what, give me a minute or two just to go through and check all my cemeteries and such. And then I'll be back with you. What we are going to do today... Oh, that's a medical clinic. Need to be on death care. What we are going to do today is look at building an area that is sort of French. I thought that was an interesting way to go. Full. Oh, it doesn't actually have the symbol on it, does it? That says... that this is full and you need to empty me. Oh, that's weird. Wow, let's empty that then. There we go. So let me go through and do these, and I'll be back with you. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that just look nice? So much sharper. Oh, the one other mod that's been added. If we go to options, sharp textures mods. There we go. And you can change the anisotropy and the mip-map. So you want to put the anisotropy as high and the mip-map as low. You can change the sharpness if you want. I've just left it on what it comes with. And I think that's the main mod. That along with dynamic resolution that's really taken away all the jagged edges you normally see on buildings and making it just look absolutely nice. Right, I'll be back with you in a second. One other mod I just want to mention we've added in. I've used this one before and it's pretty good. The building information mod, and there was an old version of it. Have a look below in the big list that I'm going to send you and you can find the new version, and it just sort of tells you what a building is going to need to upgrade. It adds this little box down the bottom here, so they're very happy. Wealth progress is good, land value is good, but you want a lot of these to be all the way filled to the top as well. I mean, you know, the noise, you can't do much about that. Crime, fire hazard, abandonment, pollution, you know, that's just the way it is. But these things here, you notice this is a commercial building, but it still takes into consideration health, fire, police, elementary school, high school, university, death care, transport, parks and cargo. So quite often I'll place something down somewhere and people say, oh, they don't need schools in that area. Yes, they do. If you want your buildings to upgrade, commercial buildings still take it into consideration, these sort of things. So, for instance, the death care is very low, 30 out of 500. If we have a look at death care, there we go. So we can see we've got death care here, but we don't have any on that road. So that was 30 out of 500. If I put one in, let's just turn that off so we can see exactly what we're getting rid of if we slide one of these in. Maybe, yep, there will be fine. So that's now going to cover, there we go, that road there. So if we go back to this building, it was this one here, the game station. There we go, you saw it jump up. Death care is now 76 out of 500. So there's a lot you can do to try and help your buildings to upgrade. And that mod is a fantastic addition, which will help you grow your cities. I've also got a new search mod. The Find It mod has stopped working. It stopped working for a lot of people. I've got this new one. I just searched for search mod and it was the top one that came up and it's reported as still working. So this is good. We can, you know, for instance, I'm searching for French stuff. There's a lot of mods and different things that I put in. Let's have a look in it. There's probably a load of new ones in here. We've obviously got the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe. Brandenburg Gate, that's in Germany. There's all sorts of different ones I've added. But yeah, the search bar mod is working really well. So where are we going to add a new residential area? We were saying about over here, because these poor guys and girls down here are crying out for workers to come over here. We don't have a lot there. Let's look over this way. Just turn that off. We do have a lot of workers over here. Let's have a look. What have we got? Actually, no, this is a lot of business and commercial. So basically, it's this along the front here, which is trying to, you know, get enough workers for going into there, and it's just not enough. So I'm wondering whether we could sort of have a little area here. You know, it's sort of cordoned off, and see what we can do. You know, I'm not promising some sort of amazingly looking French area, but certainly something that looks nice. We can try and do it. So I'm going to try and go for... Let's have a look at the shape that we've got here. A main road, and I want the road to sort of split off to come out like that. Is that literally the edge of the map, or can I buy... No, there's more. What money have we got? We're making money again. Let's purchase some of these, just to give us that bit of building space. Thank you very much. There we go. Yeah, so I want the road to sort of split out. Right, we are going to do some terraforming. I've been looking at this this area here. I'm just checking around that that's going to be the best area to building. Yeah, I want to do it up there. And looking at some pictures of Paris, I'm just like, wow. It's just so, it's inspiring and daunting all at the same time. So what I'm thinking is, now I don't know the names of all of these, some of you will know them. In the middle of the Seine River, there's like an island with bridges that go across to it, and people live in the middle of that, which means we're going to have to make this a lot wider. We could also have where the Arc de Triomphe is like a nice big roundabout with all roads coming off of that. We could put that somewhere. The Eiffel Tower off to one side, with all the roads and bridges going across the middle of the river. I think that could just be fantastic. Let's see if we can work on widening this river somewhat. I don't usually do a lot of terraforming, so this should be interesting. Let's use the level terrain mod. Brush size, how big is that? Yeah, let's go bigger than that. Brush strength, that's maybe half that. So I'm thinking if we go there, whoa, that's widened that a lot. Now I'm hoping that that's going to sort of flood over there. Yes, it is. I've taken that height and built it down there. So I'm thinking if we have like an island in the middle here, I'm going to put that strength down a bit because that really took it out a lot. And just sort of bring all this back a bit just to give us some room. And we could build, yeah, build an island in the middle. Let's maybe take that back a bit. Whoops, wrong button there. And sort of push that back a bit along here. We can sort of work on the sides later on. But there we go. The water's spreading out, which is what we want. That is all sand under there. So I'm thinking, can we change that? Yeah, that's not the same, is it? Do we have... That's just water. Ground resources. No, don't want to put any of those in. So that is about it. I thought I had the mod that give you the option to do all the sand and stuff underwater, which... Whoa, grief! Don't want to do that. Doesn't quite look the same, does it, Ditch? No, we don't want that. I don't know. I mean, we'll put some along here, just where we've got the green, just so it... There we go. Doesn't look so dark under the water. And once the water sort of filled that up, that should be okay, maybe. There we go. It's taking its while, but it's spreading out. Excellent. I mean, part of what we want to do along here as well is... shift terrain. No, that's not the one. Level terrain. Soften terrain. It's like these big lumps up here. We want to sort of soften those down. Let's brush strength that. And we can sort of mottle that a bit as well. Is that sort of doing it? That's not really doing it, that one. Let's go for this one. Doesn't seem to be doing it now. Yeah, there we go. Just got to take your time a bit. Yeah, it's a bit slow, isn't it? I don't want to go too nuts with it. Just to sort of take the pointy edges off of that. The same over here as well. Okay, there we go. So I've smoothed that out a bit. Let's turn that mod off. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, this really isn't my forte, doing this sort of thing. So we'll see what happens. We're losing money down here. What's happening? Are people dying everywhere? People moving out? Suddenly everything's going wrong. I've made your city look beautiful and you're all deciding you want to leave. Let's have a look. I think it's just a little mini death wave that's going on. Although we're gaining people again. I'll tell you what it might be, is I did adjust the tax rates. I put the tax rates up to 100% to get a sudden influx of money because I spent it all buying squares. We'll go back to that again. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so let's put an island in the middle here. If you've got any tips on doing this sort of stuff, let me know because, yeah, not an expert. So if we take that and sort of go up, just to sort of start it off, and then if we take that to get that spot and sort of level it out, yeah, that works well. And we can sort of build a shape in here like this. So we're gaining money now, back to 1 million. Yeah, so something like that. Let's maybe try and make it a little bit more random. There we go. And it looks like on the picture I'm looking at, it's sort of got a bit of a point that sticks out at one end, like that. And then it's got bridges that come across and join. This is actually a bit smaller over here, so let's bring this over. I mean, I'm not looking to copy it exactly, but just to sort of get a rough idea. There we go, so all the water's going to go off of that, and that's all sand coloured, of course. And I probably don't have the option of turning that back to green now, do I? Can I right-click on that and remove the sands? Oh, I can. Okay, let's just remove the sand off of there. Is that removing the sands? Doesn't really look like it. Well, if I need to repaint that and there's a mod that does that, I will find it, don't worry. I mean, I could just paint... What have we got here? Fertile land, oil, or... No, I think that's just adding resources, isn't it? Yeah, we'll take that away. Okay. So there we go. So that's maybe the start of our island. Again, perhaps we need to do... Let's turn that off. A bit of the softened terrain around the edge of this. Okay, so I've now installed the Surface Painter mod, there we go, which gives us options for all of these now. So let's add on, let's see, brush size, see if we can change this to grass. And that doesn't look like grass to me. What's this one? That's sort of a bit yellow. That's sort of a... Seriously? Is that this one here is ruined? Decorate terrain with ruined terrain. Gravel field. Is field the closest we're going to get? Is there not like a grass one? Oh man, seriously, what's happening with the daylight as well? I turn this off. Bing! There we go. And let's put that back again. Excellent, that's where we want it. Ah, okay, so it's either concrete, gravel, this one, or what's that one supposed to be? Field. Which doesn't seem to add anything in. It did... Oh, there we go. It's adding stuff around there. That is weird. I'll tell you what I probably need to do is in this one... Oh, no, where are we? This one here. See, I can't right-click and remove that sand. That is strange, isn't it? Well, anyway, if there's a way of sorting that... Oh, there we go. It's letting me go over the top of it now. And that's going to make it look white, but it won't do that bit over there. That is very strange. Well, we'll leave it that colour, and we'll see what we can do. If there's a way to get the to get the grass look back on there, please let me know. I'm wondering whether spamming a load of trees on there would do it. It probably won't. Let's give it a quick try. Let's just grab those, brush strength. Nah. And they're all going to be a funny colour because of that as well. Yeah, look at that. We've now got dead trees. Ugh. Okay, I've changed it all to field. It's slowly updating. Yeah, I don't know quite what's going on there. But anyway, we're only doing like a rough outline of what's going on today, and I'm going to be looking for your hints and tips to get this sorted. So what we also want to then add on here, if I open up my picture, is we've got like a main big road that comes through the middle. So let's grab one of these with trees through the middle here. Let's go with this one actually, because we want to get a nice bridge on it as well. So if we start here and go across, that is not the sort of bridge I want. Can I adjust this somewhat? Maybe it needs to be a different road. Let's go with this one. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. I know there is mods to change how a bridge looks, but I don't think that one's too bad. So then if we come along here, say to there, and then go across, we'll get another 2 on the other side. So that'll be sort of like our main road that goes through the middle there. What did we get on here? We didn't get the trees. Let's upgrade that to the trees, which are going to look absolutely disgusting because of the painting, but like we said, we'll fix that. And then we can have all sorts of smaller roads coming off of this for the building. So I'm just going to go with, yeah, I'm going to change that back again. I'm annoyed with that it's not the colour green that we want, and there's no grass that we can paint in. Help me, YouTube! Tell me what we can do. So if we put that back to what it was. So off of here, I'm not quite sure how this bit's going to work. Okay, just had a quick look on the old Google Maps, and there's literally a road that comes out on the middle here and goes both ways, all the way down to the end. Yeah, it actually goes all the way to the end, and then there's a road that runs around the outside of the island as well, which I didn't realise. So if we sort of do that... oh, it's a key wall. There's actually a key. Oh, okay. Well, let's put that on then and see how we can make... Wow, we're using all the tools today. And see how we can make this look. Which is the one I want? Key. What's this one again? Flood wall. So if we can make the key look good around here, let's maybe start there. We want that one on. We want all of those off. And let's just see what we can do. I want to start right underneath. Yes, there we go. Wow, there we go. We've got a key wall that goes all the way round. I'm liking that. Obviously, we're going to need a little bit of terraforming to smooth that in and sort that out. And then, what have we got? We've got like another bridge that comes across this section here and intersects with this road. So let's go back to our roads again. We'll take this one here. So I think this is going to intersect sort of here. Yeah, I want these back on again. Let's get that at 90 degrees. Yeah, that'll go to the end there and then go straight across. Oh, that's annoying that that's hit there. It shouldn't. That should be high enough that it's not a problem, like the other one. Let's maybe go like that and have a look. What's that looking like? Yeah, we need to just... Actually, do we need to drop that down? It looks like that's been built into the key wall. Let's see. Let's just take the Move It mod on here and there and there. And ever so slightly drop that down. That might just need... Let's get it off the bottom of the bridge. There we go, like that. Yeah, we could probably do the same over here as well. If we take that and that and that and that. Well, yeah, I think that'll be okay. I actually did page down that time instead of moving it backwards and forwards. So that bridge goes under there. This road intersects with here and then can carry on up wherever it wishes to go this way. So we'll just add like a little bit more onto there. The same with this one. That can carry on up to this area over here. And the same with these ones. Darn it. I wanted it up to the 10. Thank you. And then is this going to go across here at an angle? So that's going to come over to this way. Just to be a bit different. So if we go at that angle, what are we going to get? Let's go like that. Let's go back a bit so those three parts of the bridge are in the water. How does that look down here? Again, it's sort of intersecting, so let's move it mod that. I mean, you could just leave it intersecting, to be honest, but I think just ever so slightly moving it down. Let's move that out of the way. So page down, just to get that underneath to that point there. To me, just looks a little bit better. Yep, there we go. So that's those roads. And we sort of end up with a bit of a wiggly junction there. That's the way that goes. I don't think this will necessarily carry on there. And then down here, we've got all sorts of other roads coming off as well. So depending on how we want it... I mean, these are all very tightly packed, square, European, you know, French-style looking buildings. So lots of very small sized roads of all sorts of different shapes and sizes. So even though that was straight, this is now not coming out at a straight angle. That was 90 degrees, that road. This is 90 degrees and it's not matching up. Well, clever. There we go. Just redid that bridge and it's nicely lined up. So that should now... Yep, there we go. So we could sort of add some different style streets into here. We can fill up this area as we wish. Why is that one not lining up? I want that one to be there. And I want every single piece of this filled up with houses. There we go. We may stick a little park or something in there, but it's the fact that it's got that little back street French feel to it. I think that's what we're going to go for. Let's do that. Maybe we could have one coming down here. But looking at the map, it's very higgledy-piggledy. It's not... there we go. It looks very old and it's very higgledy-piggledy like that. So I'm thinking we could fill that out with roads like this. So this is what we've got so far, and I think that's looking good. Obviously it'll look better if it was green, but we'll get there. I've left this area sort of open. We'll have some sort of park in there. I don't think there is one on the island that we're talking about, but I think that will look good. Obviously we're going to need to go around here and sort of remove... let's go like that. Keep that on that. Remove all the trees that are sort of here. In the water, and also move this back a bit. Can you go? Thank you very much. And try and get rid of this. Yeah, that needs to be built up, obviously. What's going on here? Let's see if we can just lift this up. Get the next one for me. Thank you very much. Page up. And that should just move everything up. This bit here could probably do with going up a bit on its own. There we go. And then the same there. Whoops. There we go. That's good, and that'll all disappear, and we can sort of lift up this land as well and smooth it in. Let me just sort of sort out the edges a bit. I've noticed a lot of it is actually turning yellow now, which is still not the green that I wanted, but it's better than the white that we had before. Anyway, so there we go. That is key wall. We've got a few places. I need to probably drop this key wall down a little bit. It's a little bit too high, but I'm just sort of waiting for the water to settle to see what sort of level it's going to get at. I don't think that's a bad start to have a nice built up area in there. And then as we come up over here, we're just going to sort of fudge bits a bit. And we're going to, I mean, we could have key wall down here, key wall down there. Make this a real nice looking sharp area. I think that would be good. And then we'll probably have like the Eiffel Tower up over here somewhere. I've got a picture, sorry, I beg your pardon, the Arc de Triomphe up over here somewhere. But that's going to be this large road. Let's grab this one again. That's going to go through the middle. I am going to upgrade this one to trees as it's coming down here, because there's all trees down that. So that's going to come, let's say, to sort of here. And then we're going to have this big roundabout in the middle, which will be this one. Let's do it the way that we always do it. How big is this going to have to be? Let's try like this and see how we go. Yep. And then we'll take this one, but one way. Thank you very much. Want that. And that's going to go this way because that's the way the rest of the city goes. There we go. And there we go. Yep, that'll be fine. And then this can carry on. Well, the actual Arc de Triomphe, it has the big roads that sort of come through the middle like that. But then it has coming off of it all sorts of other roads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 5 on each side. But they're a lot smaller. They're probably more along this size. So I'm not sure how that would work. One. Yeah, we wouldn't have the space to do that. So I'm going to sort of go like that instead. Yeah, we'd never be able to fit 5 in, but we'll definitely get the feel of it by having these coming off of here. There we go. But then in the middle, we're going to need the Arc de Triomphe. So let's put that down and see what sort of size that is, and hopefully this is big enough to take it. Yes, it is, and that looks pretty much the perfect sort of size. So we need something for that to go up against. Zonable pedestrian stony path. Or we could go for the paved tiny road. Let's go for... Now, this will be interesting. I want this to come in there. No, let's turn all of those off. Where do I want it to go? Maybe from there to there. Let's see how that looks. How much is this going to cost me? We've got 915,000. 800 a week's going to cost me 116,000. Okay. So that's not quite in the middle, is it? Let's bring that one back again. So maybe if we go from there to here. I'm just sort of eyeballing this because unfortunately there's nothing in the middle there that's perfectly helpful for this. Find it mod. I mean, what we could do is we could pop that in. Woohoo! And then actually, if we delete that, we could then move it mod this into the middle. That would probably be a much better idea, wouldn't it? So if we look down the side and then move it like that. Yeah. And we can look through there and we can see the road coming out the other way. Yay! That looks good. And then if we look through here, we can see the road coming out the other way. We're going to need to twizzle it a tiny bit. And this is where it's all going to go wrong. Oh no, that's okay. Let's have a look. Okay, let's not use that one. Let's go right down here. Oh, that looks almost perfect, doesn't it? Through there. And through there. I'd say that is pretty much square on. That's near enough that we can work with that. And then if we we could go up to here. Along there. Okay, let's do this one up to here. And connect those two. And that will probably be okay. And then we could probably do something similar over here as well. Hello? Hello? Oh, was it auto-saving? So we go up to there. Up to there. And then across. We've got road anarchy on. Is that messing with anything? Oh, that looks okay, doesn't it? That really does look okay. Whoa! Don't do that. And then we could possibly even add, I don't mind leaving the road anarchy on, one there and one there. And then this one wasn't quite square, was it? This one. So if we move it mod that, just a touch. There we go. And what do we reckon to that? Oh, do you know what? I like that. I like that a lot. And then around this section here, there's loads of trees. And then this one here, actually, we could... Oh, is that the angle going off too far? There's meant to be another bridge that goes across there. If that one sort of joined up better, we could have done that. But I think that's a pretty decent start. And then the Eiffel Tower, let's... the Eiffel Tower. There we go. Excellent. There's that. What are these things here? Oh, Castle Ruin Tower. So that is going to be... Where's my picture of the Eiffel Tower? Oh, there's so many amazing, beautiful buildings in France. Oh, I can't find it now. But that is going to be over a road over on this side. So I'm hoping we can have the road go through it. Build it. Let's try this out. Let's just see what we can do. If we do... Let's put these on. If we do that and that, if we put the Eiffel Tower up against that, come on. Okay, I'm placing your roadside. What's your problem? Oh, okay, that road's not long enough. Let's go along there. There we go. I want this in the middle. Come on! I know it's on a... It's not really on a slope. What's he trying to do? It's not going against that road there, is it? Okay, that's fine. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. Yep, then we're going to move it mods. Oh, how much did that cost me? 180,000, 1,440 a week. Man, we're using the money up. No, let's do that. If we put snapping on, toggle snapping, and actually just move it myself. There we go. So that should be snap bang in the middle. This is just quick testing. This is probably not where it's going to stay. And then if we take this one here, upgrade these to trees. Then if we take that one, can we go straight through the middle and out the other side? Seriously need to just level that land down a bit there. If we take that as the size. There we go. Just for testing purposes. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that. Now, actually, that is a pretty good place to put it. Lined up with that over there. Oh, man, I'm liking that a lot. I don't think necessarily a tree should be right in the middle. Can I grab that tree? That's not going to be that tree, is it? What's that? No, that's the piece of the road. If there's a way to remove that tree, which I believe is the back of the Eiffel Tower thing, let me know. I don't know whether that's just a walkway through there as well. So it might just be that that's a walkway underneath. Yeah, it is. It's a walkway under there. So we can change that. That's fine. Let's maybe grab this one here. If we upgrade that and that. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. And then this road round the side here, that can possibly be upgraded to this one. Is there going to be room? We've got the Road Anarchy mod on. So what we can do then is grab that, shift that back, and that should still snap to the side of that. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, that's nice. And then there's a great big sort of park area that leads down to something else. I don't know what that is, which just looks absolutely beautiful. But I think that is going to work really well. Oh, look, and the tree in the middle there doesn't look so out of place. What's this hedge? I don't know. We'll see what we can do with that. But let me know what you reckon about all of this in the comments below. I'm really out of my comfort zone doing this, and I'm actually really looking forward to making this look beautiful. So any hints and tips, all the questions I've been asking in the comments, in the video, leave in the comments below. I want to make this look great. If you've enjoyed, leave a like, and if you're new, hit the big B with a T stain up in the corner to subscribe to see daily Cities Skyline videos. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.